Hello, this is my first video on this channel, so please do bear with me. I thought I would make it easier on myself and go with a video that I already made a couple of years ago. Just a short one of me reading some excerpts from The Two Towers, both concerning Faramir because he is my favourite character in all of the Lord of the Rings. I actually made this video solely for my boyfriend specifically because he was the one that actually got me into the Lord of the Rings, and I had actually just finished my very first read-through of the whole trilogy as well as The Hobbit, and I was very excited at the time to be sharing all my thoughts and my favourite parts about all of the books with him. And I have since watched that video again, and I can feel that excitement and that joy, that sort of first love experience, I guess you could call it, that I had when I first discovered Lord of the Rings and read the books for the first time. That was only 2 years ago now, but it actually feels like a lifetime. It was definitely one of the most life-changing experiences that I've ever had, and that's obviously what has led me to creating this channel. And since it is Tolkien Reading Day, I thought there would be no better time to start this channel and share this with everyone, so I hope you all enjoy it. Okay, so first I want to read part of this chapter. It's called The Steward and the King. It's like halfway through the chapter, and it's just the part of Faramir and Eowyn speaking to each other. It's just my favourite part. I really love it, so I want to read that, and then I want to read the part where I guess Faramir comes in and his whole speech to the hobbits and everything, so I can know a bit more about his character. But yeah, I'm going to read this part first, so okay. Then Faramir came and sought her, and once more they stood on the walls together, and he said to her, Eowyn, why do you tarry here and do not go to the rejoicing in Carmarlin beyond Caer Andros, where your brother awaits you? And she said, do you not know? But he answered, 2 reasons there may be, but which is true I do not know. And she said, I do not wish to play at riddles, speak plainer. Then, if you will have it so, lady, he said, you do not go because only your brother called for you, and to look on the Lord Aragorn, Elendil's heir, in his triumph would now bring you no joy. Or because I do not go, and you desire still to be near me. And maybe for both these reasons, and you yourself cannot choose between them. Eowyn, do you not love me, or will you not? I wish to be loved by another, she answered, but I desire no man's pity. That I know, he said. You desire to have the love of the Lord Aragorn, because he was high and puissant, and you wish to have renown and glory, and to be lifted far above the mean things that crawl on the earth. And as a great captain may to a young soldier, he seemed to you admirable, for so he is, a lord among men, the greatest that now is. But when he gave you only understanding and pity, then you desired to have nothing, unless a brave death in battle. Look at me, Eowyn. And Eowyn looked at Faramir long and steadily, and Faramir said, do not scorn the pity that is a gift of a gentle heart, Eowyn. But I do not offer you my pity, for you are a lady high and valiant, and have yourself won renown that shall not be forgotten. And you are a lady, beautiful I deem, beyond even the words of the elven tongue to tell. And I love you. Once I pitied your sorrow, but now, were you sorrowless, without fear or any lack, were you the blissful queen of Gondor, still I would love you. Eowyn, do you not love me? Then the heart of Eowyn changed, or at last she understood it, and suddenly her winter passed and the sun shone on her. I stand in Minas Anor, the tower of the sun, she said, and behold, the shadow has departed. I will be a shield maiden no longer, nor vie with the great riders, nor take joy only in the songs of slaying. I will be a healer, and love all things that grow and are not barren. And again she looked at Faramir. No longer do I desire to be a queen, she said. Then Faramir laughed merrily. That is well, he said, for I am not a king. Yet I will wed thee, the White Lady of Rohan, if it be her will. And if she will, then let us cross the river, and in happier days let us dwell in far Ithilien, and there make a garden. All things will grow with joy there, if the White Lady comes. Then I must leave my own people, man of Gondor, she said. And would you have your proud folk say of you, there goes the lord who tamed a wild shield maiden of the north. Was there no woman of the race of Númenor to choose? I would, said Faramir. And he took her in his arms and kissed her under the sunlit sky. And he cared not that they stood high upon the walls in the sight of many. And many indeed saw them, and the light that shone about them as they came down from the walls, and went hand in hand to the houses of healing. And to the warden of the houses Faramir said, Here is the Lady Eowyn of Rohan, and now she is healed. And this is the part with Faramir talking to Frodo about the ring when he discovers what it is and basically how he's not going to take it. What in truth this thing is, I cannot yet guess, but some heirloom of power and peril it must be, a fell weapon perchance, devised by the Dark Lord. If it were a thing that gave advantage in battle, I can well believe that Boromir, the proud and fearless, often rash, ever anxious for the victory of Minas Tirith, and his own glory therein, might desire such a thing and be allured by it. Alas, that he ever went on that errand! I should have been chosen by my father and the elders. But he put himself forward, as being the older and the hardier, both true, and he would not be stayed. But fear no more. I would not take this thing if it lay by the highway, nor were Minas Tirith falling in ruin, and I alone could save her, so using the weapon of the Dark Lord for her good and my glory. No, I do not wish for such triumphs, Frodo, son of Drogo. For myself, said Faramir, I would see the white tree in flower again in the courts of the kings, and the silver crown return, and Minas Tirith in peace, Minas Arnor again as of old, full of light, high and fair, beautiful as a queen among other queens, not a mistress of many slaves, nay, not even a kind mistress of willing slaves. War must be while we defend our lives against a destroyer who would devour all. But I do not love the bright sword for its sharpness, nor the arrow for its swiftness, nor the warrior for his glory. I love only that which they defend, the city of the men of Númenor, and I would have her loved for her memory, her ancientry, her beauty, and her present wisdom, not feared save as men may fear the dignity of a man, old and wise. So fear me not. I do not ask you to tell me more. I do not even ask you to tell me whether I now speak nearer to the mark. But if you will trust me, it may be that I can advise you in your present quest, whatever that may be. Yes, and even aid you. And there we have it, my very first video, my very first read through of Tolkien, Lord of the Rings. Thought this would be a good one to share first because it's definitely the kind of video I would like to make regularly on this channel in the future. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. And before I end this video, I just want to give a quick shout out to some of my favorite Tolkien YouTubers. These channels have inspired me so much. They have been a big part of my journey with Tolkien and Lord of the Rings. I have learned so much from these channels. They have made me a walking encyclopedia for Lord of the Rings and Tolkien, and honestly they just bring me so much joy and comfort, and they are the reason that I feel inspired to make my own. Thank you to all of these guys. You do such a great job, and happy Tolkien Reading Day, everyone. Bye.